often you hear of a couple who celebrates 70 years of marriage. But for Peggy and Dalton Waller, it's just another milestone in their love story. You see, it all started with a dance back in 1943 at a local hotel in Halifax during war times.
She's a most attractive young lady, and when I met her in Halifax for the very first time, we had gone to a dance at the hotel there, the Hotel Nova Scotia. This was wartime. She had a lot of friends who were in the Army, but I was Navy. And I really almost had to fight my way to get through all the Army to get an opportunity to dance with her. And we got very happily danced. We danced well together, and we just enjoyed ourselves.
You gave me your signet ring, and I wore it, and you said someday I'm going to replace it with a diamond, and he did.
A true story of love at first sight. Dalton was sent overseas but returned in spring of 1945, and on June 9th, just 10 days later, the lovebirds tied the knot.
At last, the skies above the blue.
Wasn't there indeed. I had never met anybody, and I had known lots of young ladies. I used to come here to the Brant Inn, and I danced here at the Brant Inn for many years out of Toronto. And I had lived here for all my life until I went off to university. But this was the girl that I had really been looking for all of these years.
I think that during the war, I was in Halifax, and I had the opportunity to meet a lot of different types of beaux and men, and Toronto was not a favorite place in Halifax at the time. Montreal was, and all the places west, but Toronto was considered, the boys were considered a bit of snobs, and I thought, oh dear, I don't want to meet anyone from Toronto. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I met Dalton, and we danced, and we had a marvelous few hours together, and then he went away, and I thought, oh, someday I'm going to marry him. And sure enough, the someday came, and we were only together about 9 days before we were married. So it was really a surprise and a welcoming I don't know what to say. It was wonderful.
Peggy and Dalton have spent the last 70 years traveling the world and raising their 3 sons, as well as watching their grandchildren grow. They say it's been a lifetime that they'd continue to do over and over again.
With us, it's family. We have very fortunate to have a family that we enjoy being with. They seem to put up with us despite our age and so on, and we've gotten along well with everybody. We have summer cottages together, together being in the same area so that we're together often.
And when asked what the secret was behind a successful marriage, Dalton said the answer was simple. It's all in the honeymoon.
I don't really have any great answers, but this was wartime. I had come back from being at sea for a couple of years and on my way to the Pacific, and I was given a leave of 90 days, so we had a 90-day honeymoon. Not many people have 90-day honeymoons that are paid for by the government of Canada, and that's how we started off. My father got us a cottage, and we went and spent 90 days up in the Lake of Bays area.
A pop of the champagne bottle to celebrate 70 years, another milestone for the couple who fell in love at the dance. For Halton Insider, I'm Kristin.